right, so today's video, we're going to be watching a Silver 2 tank on PC, playing Ramattra, Mauga, and Rhine. That's quite the hero pool there, a lot of different play styles. And it says, we started pretty strong with a lot of nano annihilations, winning the team fights, but we started to fall off later on, and I think it's because we couldn't get enough picks on the supports and kept focusing the Orisa. I'm not sure and just want some more tips on how I can better focus on the supports when they're playing quite far back majority of the fights, and I want to know just what I can do to climb better while playing Ramattra, Mauga, and Rhine. That was one full sentence, chat. That's why I started to pick up the pace. Any tips would be appreciated, although I'm quite sure I just started playing too aggressively and started to feed closer to the end. All right, we'll see what you did. We'll try to fix this. We got this. All right. Doing the card push. Okay, I can respect this. So, remember, you have teammates behind you, by the way. Okay, so, like right there. I understand shield management, but I think you need to... There's a Sigma on cart. You have two options here. One, you go top left, and you just take away the high ground. Sigma's stuck here. Sigma can't go anywhere. That would be my option here. The moment I see a Sigma standing on the cart like this early, I'm going up on high ground. Now you're like, well, why not just swing on the Sigma? Reinhardt's good against Sigma. Well, this is where the bait happens. The Bastion's up here. I think that you could get away with that, but I think with the way that they're currently set up right now, like we have a Juno over here, we have a Yari right here, I just think the Reinhardt will fall over due to the damage output, right? Obviously, maybe there's a chance. I also want you to see here that your teammates are trying to still help and set up, but you were just sitting there without trying to manage your shield. So my first sequence here would be take top left away from everybody up here. Sigma's kind of stuck down here, can't do much. You win the team fight. Option two, of course, is swing on the Sigma and hope that you don't die here. I like the first option because you got free map control. Once you take away this part of the map, it's pretty much over for the defense on this side of the map. So anyway, let's see how the rest of this goes. But I did notice that. Yep. Now, the reason why your teammates are dying is because you didn't set anybody up. Like, for example, you talked about how, you know, the Bastion or your teammate's going to kill the support, so you couldn't do this. Or they're focusing on the Orisa. We haven't even gotten to that point yet, and I'm already watching you not set up your teammates in the spot that need to go. So let's see what happens here. Yep, you're going to shield. Okay. All right, that can work. Now what? Are you going to go at the Sigma? Are you going to go top left? Because, again, I think you're still in the same spot here. Let's see, though. Okay, never mind. A Reaper's going to go to your spawn, get slept. I would wait to Vortex like that because it does damage. Okay, you pop Nemesis for him. All right. So, target focus, so you go to who you're going to go on. The problem is you can't go on anybody there after the Reaper, so what you got to do is wait. I want to point out to you, your Ashe just went on high ground and did exactly what you should have done a minute and a half ago. Took the high ground. The Ashe on her own took the high ground. So, good backline pressure here now. I do like that. Sigma on the cart being there. I want to point out, chat, sometimes people will get mad if you leave the Sigma on cart there. I actually believe that the way the Ramattra played that was the correct play. A backline trade on their supports, making sure they can't keep the Sigma alive. The Sigma uses ultimate, you know, thinking there's a chance to win that. Well played. No way the Sigma's going to kill your whole team there, and if Sigma does, that's just like a... That's just one of those, hey, great play, Sigma. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. That was just a good play. Vortexes are already off. I see you missing them. You're kind of throwing them a little bit further away. There's a pylon directly above you, and you're just shooting at the Bastion. Clear the pylon out. Otherwise, they're going to survive that. Okay. Ready? This is an easy team fight win for you here if you do this right. Go in with your ultimate now. Yep. I don't even care about ult stacks here. You want my take here, chat? I've seen too many people lose a team fight here. If you're going to heck up your ult economy, I'd rather it be you win a team fight with it. And that's exactly what your team just did. So well played. I'm trying to figure out what we're saying. All right. On the card. Okay. Like, oh, this is a tough one. Now, like, chat, like, normally I would say go get map control here. But, like, the problem is this is what's going to happen. So this is a weird one. Because I've had this problem before, too, and it's a hard decision to make. Do you go for the map control? But, like, look at how they're set up. They're all up here. I would say just... take the map control, like, not take the map control, take the card space they're giving you. Because, like, if they're gonna drop down over here on the outside of the map, like, if they're gonna drop down over here, that's fine for you. And if they don't go here yet, you're gonna get the cart to here, which is normal, but you're gonna get it uncontested. Let me see. Yeah, I'd say this is fine. Believe it, like, I would love for you to go this way and be aggressive, but, like, I just don't think... If they drop when you go there, your team is gonna lose that team fight, and you're just gonna be in a weird spot. So, yeah, I think this is correct for now. Again, but there's a chance you could take that map control. but I see what you see. Now, you not Vortexing that way sooner is the problem. Like, the moment they start to peek that, you need to Vortex that, because then you can AoE slow them and heal and, like, take care of that damage. Make sure to ping the Reaper. Ping the... Next time you have to ping that Reaper. Whether or not your teammates react to that, you need to let your teammates know, because you're the only one with vision of it. Okay? Duravas's flashpoint. Yep. All right. Yep. I do like the backline pressure again. Granted, though, you are going to fall over, which is fine. In my opinion, as long as you get an ultimate out there or you get a trade, it's fine. You got an ultimate out. That is going to be totally normal. If I was your team, I would have already used Nano Soldier ultimate a while ago, but based off of your description, it's going to go to you here in a second. But your team probably should have at one point been really aggressive with that Nano Soldier. But maybe they died first. No, they didn't die first because the Reaper killed the Ashe. Vortex up top. So, again, I want you to think about ways to utilize your Vortex to be annoying. And what I mean by that, there's the ping system. What I mean by... Man, that Reaper's reaction was, I'm going to ult no matter who it is. Yeah, just go in. Easy team fight win. I mean, it's a good combo. Utilizing that. Great play by your team. Remember, they wasted a Juno ultimate earlier, which was important. And there you go. Good job. Is that a Beaver Reaper ult? No, it did damage. You can Vortex. I want to see you be a little bit more... Okay. Yeah, listen. I'm telling you right now, I feel like your Vortexes are a little bit off, and, like, you're not really utilizing it in the way that... Like, what is this going to do? Did you pick the healing one? Like, let me see. Oh. So, are you trying to heal the cart? Because, like, your teammate was fine, so I'm confused on that one. I'm not going to, like, question your perk selection. I think that, whatever, you want the healing one. But I feel like I see moments like this where when you were here... You could have Vortexed this corner and kind of just, like, slowed them a little bit and then played aggressive, and you're just kind of throwing them at the floor. So I just feel like the way that you're using your Vortex right now is very random, and I think there's a lot of moments where you can use it to kind of zone an area out, right? Yeah, it only self-heals, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they take the healing perk, yeah, you're right. It does. Wait. Yeah, that makes no sense then. The Vortex is even worse then. I'm over here like, okay, maybe it heals. So I never take that perk because I like the other perk way better. Yeah, like, what's the point of this perk? It's not going to do anything. So use your perk more as, like, a prediction of what they're going to do or, like, to slow them down. So when they were here, you could have, like, threw the Vortex at the corner, maybe even get a little bit aggressive because it heals you, and then you can kind of back away to the health pack, and you can control this whole part of the map. That now isolates the Sigma. You can maybe get free kills over here, but instead you just go back and throw a Vortex at the floor. So I actually feel like you're wasting your Vortexes a lot. So I want you to be really careful of that. I like the other Vortex one because, like, I can really do a lot of, like, burst damage and, like, pick and choose when I want my Vortex to land. But the healing one is a preference one, of course. Like, I'm not going to take that away. I think if you just feel like you don't get enough heals and you want a Vortex one, that's fine. Like, right there, you Vortex. See what I mean? Like, there's so much opportunity to, like, heck that Bastion up on that rotation, and you're just holding it. Yep. Like, right now. Throw a Vortex down on their disengage. So that way, like Vortex that corner. Why not? It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just trying to show you Vortex spots of, like, you're kind of not utilizing a good cooldown. The burst is called Ravenous Vortex, yes, which is where you can kind of hit the button again and it will just drop down. I like it a lot for, like, really close ones. Yes, exactly. It's like the aim with, you said it perfectly, the aim where they're going, not where they are. Yep. But, like, it also they could be there. Like, it doesn't necessarily apply with that fully because, like, obviously that's projectile aim in general. Like, sometimes if they're just standing there, like, you don't have to predict they're going to go somewhere else. You just throw it on them so that way they have to go somewhere else, too. Like, there's that option of it also, of using it to get them out of an area. Again, you get the healing Vortex. Then when you get low, your reaction is to go into Nemesis form and start punching. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it feels like if you're going to get the heal perk, why not utilize the heal perk at that point, too? It's an underutilized ability that I think once you start using this ability more, it's almost like you're nerfing yourself right now. Like, I feel like you could do more damage, you could do more of everything. But you're nerfing yourself because of all of this, at least in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. That's what I feel like. You're just nerfing yourself. So, we'll see. All right, what a Nemesis form. You can Vortex this too if you would like, but this is a good ult. Will we see a Vortex, chat? What do you think? Will it happen? Just heal yourself at this point. I just want to see you use... I don't remember the last time you used that ability. Oh, I do. It was on the cart. So, like, here's the problem. Like, right now, you're just relying on your left click, your shield, and then randomly getting nanoed to win a team fight. Like, you have literally nerfed yourself on Ramattra with the amount of the Vortex you're not using. Just to point that out, it's been crazy how much you've underutilized that Vortex. For my variety one I'm doing on Saturday, I'm gonna try Warframe again. I mean, I listen, you don't need to do what you just did there. You play cover. You shoot at them a few times, you see Zenyatta looking at you, you back away. You kept yourself up with healing Vortex and Nemesis form block so many times. Yeah, I mean, it's a playstyle that can work, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not utilizing abilities. So until you start utilizing your abilities more, it's just, you're gonna have moments of struggle, right? Okay, Vortex top right. Oh, a Vortex. There you go. That was the first one I've seen in a while. Certainly, I'll take it. At that point, I'm not even gonna complain. I'll take it. Remember to play the corner this time. You don't... There you go. From my understanding, I think the Vortex only heals the Ramattra. From my understanding. We just had that discussion. Okay, so you put your shield there. Now use the cover on the cart. Okay, don't peek. Oh, don't wide peek. You don't have the cooldowns. Vortex. Oh, we got a Vortex, chat. I don't know where that Vortex went. Okay, now you're... All right. Just remember... That's how... I mean, in that situation, though, I do think that's fine because you're basically going to fall over anyway after your teammate died, so you went to go for the trades. That one I'm okay with. It's a little bit aggressive. I think sometimes you're getting a little bit too aggro, as in, like, you're assuming once you go into Nemesis form, you take no damage. But that's where you get a lot of damage sometimes taken, if you don't ever use your block, which you haven't been using your block as much as you could either. So a lot of, like, punching and not, like, self-sustained. So we'll see. Okay. Good Junkrat trap. A little bit of a note there. I know that you wanted to run at them, but just be careful of not looking at what their team's doing. Yep, utilize cover. Utilize cover. If you go towards them over and over again. Yeah, you're going to fall over. Oh, your team saved you. Yeah. One thing I want to point out, I hope this will be helpful for like how to like kind of deal with these type of things. This goes for anybody in any rank. If your teammate uses beat, it doesn't mean you have to run at their team and like re-engage. Sometimes it's like if your HP is super low, your teammates will appreciate if they can just keep you alive. So I feel like you're falling over there in a situation where it felt like all you needed to do was, okay, my teammate used beat, kept us alive. Now I'm going to just get a heal from Ana for 2 seconds, and then I can go in and this never happens, right? Your teammates are making plays, but you notice how you're running back again? A lot of your decision-making right now is getting you back to spawn real quickly. So there needs to be a little bit of a cleanup there, in my opinion, but I think it will continue to go well. So, or I think it will go... Sorry, let me rephrase that. I think it will go well if you start to utilize cover more and understand that you don't have to run at them over and over again with low HP. Let your teammates heal you. This is going to be one of those nano team fight wins, which I actually wouldn't do. I would actually wait. Good trade. Remember, trades are good. Yep. Don't ult this or anything. Just get trades. Yeah, you lost track of them, but that was a nice try. You still got a kill. You did stagger yourself a little bit longer, so things looking good. Just so you know how your damage is. Okay. All right. This is going to be the nano. Guaranteed. This is going to be a tough one to win, and you got to block. So, this is, again, I don't think it would have mattered, but this goes back to what I've been saying in general with other stuff. Don't be afraid just to pop your block key right there. You're already nanoed. You surviving there and being more of a nuisance to their team is going to be better than you just going in there and just punching them right away. Like, I think sometimes players will get to really low HP and then assume the block will save them, but there's a certain point where you're just not going to be able to be sustained. So, like, just get nanoed and hold your right click for a little bit. And then go back in and start punching once things settle. Ooh, a Vortex. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe I was looking down, taking a sip of my coffee or something, but I didn't even know the Pharah was there. So, yeah, that's just a tank experience. That was a tank play. That's a tank experience situation. You know, I was like, oh, okay. If that was me, I would take that trade any day of the week for my Pharah. Because you're just getting the tank out of the picture. Okay. This is a very easy spot to hold the map. Also, I do like the perk selection for the shotgun part. You see that, like, if you watch the animation of the left click, it basically gives you that extra, like, shotgun burst. I like this better than the other one. My camera froze. I'm just really happy with this gameplay, as you can tell. This is it just puts a smile to my face, you know? Okay, minute 15 left on the clock. I mean, this is a winnable game for your team, to be honest with you. Wow. You used a Vortex. I think I just saw you. I have seen you use the Vortex more. I'm glad it was used right there. That was a moment. That was a celebration one. Teammate was dead there. Don't be distracted by the right side. So, there's a question here that can happen sometimes as a tank. Like, I see this happen from time to time. If this part of the map is happening, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do right now that's going to be able to deal with that unless you agree as a team to have you look at them, back up this way, and then take control of the map. That's not going to happen. You need to worry about here. You need to make it so that your teammates over here don't have to worry too much about what's happening here. That's your goal right now. But you turning around and kind of getting indecisive is going to be what happened. What's going to go wrong here is you're getting a little bit too indecisive, and your teammates aren't holding that side. So unless you bob this like now, your team, that might give you the chance. But even then, the Orisa ultimate, the Juno pushing in, I think you're just going to lose this team fight. But I really want you to, like, okay, well, you're going for it. You got the, good news is you got the other Vortex. But you're kind of just using it in a weird spot, so we'll see. If you just threw it up in the air, but you're trying to... Okay. You should just win this, right? Nope. That was a tough one, though. It was kind of like even. You have the ultimates now. You have the map. You have everything you need to be able to take this. So let's see where it goes from here. Cast Rock, thanks for 32 months with the Prime sub. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. And Oaks, thanks for the gift sub. Just play to the right. So play to the right or the left because you're gonna get more cover from that in general. From the taking too much damage. Yeah. There you go. See how much room you have to work with there? I'd rather see you. Oh, you gravitated to the middle again, and you're done. So like at this point, what you would want to do is die in cart anyway. But you would just play right here and block. Because when they come around the corner, they're going to have to look for you, and that might give opportunity for your teammates to go there. But you're gravitating towards the middle. Listen, if you're playing a hero like Ramattra, also, look at the HP on Lucio here. That's like nothing. Oh, because they're falling over, actually. If you're going to play tank, you got to not try to always end up in the middle like this. I see you do it all the time. Playing cover here is fine. It's a safe play. They're going to win the team fight, but you're going to basically buy an extra few seconds and maybe a pick for your teammates. Instead, you kind of just... gravitate to the middle. Now your teammates are going to get snowballed. Your retake is going to be rough because of this upcoming snowball. Snowball is basically where the other team just keeps winning the team fight and not letting you reset and have a proper like retake. Well, look what's happening now. Now your three teammates are dead. You could have died on the cart there, made it easier. You all die together on cart or I'll fall over. Now look at your retake. There isn't one. See? All because of how that was set up. That was it. If you sit in the corner there and you hold block, you're probably fine. Instead, you don't do that, and here we are, going to another part of the map. How about that? So now you're on Mauga. This will be interesting. Because like I feel like you're thinking, oh, you know, you mentioned you got to shoot at the you know, your teammates shoot at the Orisa too much. I think you really need to work on your tank positioning. Like right there, you took an extra, like, you see how much damage you're taking? You don't need to be in the middle of the open like this. Like it's like you want to minimize how much time it takes to get to cover, right? And like you just end up in the middle of the map so that you have longer pathways to your cover, which means there's more downtime than you would have downtime if you just played corners. See? Like, so like I think your vision is this. If you're not just standing in the middle of the open, then the downtime is too much. But the amount of time it's going to take you to just drop the passive off of you, get healed up quickly by your teammates, and then go back in, you're basically minimizing your potential as a team. And like, truthfully, you have 14 deaths now. A lot of this is because you're just in the middle of the open. The way that you're playing is just, you want to minimize the distance. Why are you gravitating to here when you could play here with the same result? The cart would stop here. You could peek the corner, and then you have a cover situation where, yes, you know, could you get isolated by a Reaper? Yeah, but look what your teammates are. They're all set up for that. So, like, why are you gravitating this way when you can just go this way and then do the same exact thing, but with more survivability? And that's why you keep falling over. They also have a Zenyatta, so you can line of sight the Discord orb too. It just feels like you need to be involved in every single possible situation, but also keeping yourself out of the team fights with that death count. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem I'm seeing. Like, you're not prioritizing playing corners, playing cover. That's all you gotta do. Once you do that, your gameplay is gonna get so much better, because you're not gonna have so much damage taken. Like right now, you're a little bit more towards the center of the cart, and you have cover. See, you just... This is so fixable. Look at it, look at it. Look at your gameplay loop. You're running away. You're running in circles. Like, the whole time, you just needed to be here. That was it. Everything you just did there did not involve going here, rotating around, going in a circle, making a Venn diagram. Like, you don't have to do that. You just... It's as simple as play this corner, turn the corner, punch if you want to, if they're there. Go back to the corner, get your cooldowns back, maybe keep an eye out here, rinse and repeat. That's it. You're going to start. The cart's going to be stopped right here. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is this angle, which your teammates try to take care of, truthfully, but it wasn't going to go well. This is the only angle you have to worry about. But instead, you're running in circles like this, and then you fall over. So I want you to kind of like just stick to a wall a lot of the time, okay? Like, just get some like Velcro, and just like, that's how it goes. You're going to go to your spot. You're going to detach from the Velcro spot. You're going to move a little bit and go right back to it. You know? And then from there, expand out your gameplay and learn more from like those results. Wait on the team. Do not go out there yet. Yep. Good job checking. Good. Everybody's about to be here. Farrah's up on the high. I think you're misusing your Vortex. It isn't visible on my screen, so I don't know where it's going at the time, but here we go. Remember to play corners here. The cart's in. Okay, this is fine. Right target, technically. Yeah. That's a weird one because I like what you wanted to do, but you just missed your punches and you didn't have the right target focus. Like, I think getting the ultimate out of Zen much sooner would have been nice, but you kind of just hike that play up. I mean, nothing really else to put. It happens. I've done that many times. You have a play, you have a window of opportunity, you miss it, and then you fall over. So. Okay. Remember, cover is your friend here. Cover's your friend. Yep. So, like, let me ask you this question. If you're gonna get the healing Vortex, why aren't you like, okay, like right here. Like, you could have just went here, threw your healing Vortex on the ground on the backside of the cart or right here, and you just win the team fight for free. I really feel like you feel like you have to be involved in every team fight, but sometimes it's less is more. Like, I'd rather have a tank that has high survivability than, you know, what are you at, 17 deaths right now? Dude, listen, I've had that type of game, and I'm like, dude, like, I gotta stop trying to make this play happen. I'm trying to do too much. And I think that's what it is. I think you feel like you have to do so much, and in reality, like, you're just doing too much. And that's the problem. Yeah, I love the new replay bug we've had. It has invisible fire strikes, invisible vortexes. It's great. A lot of replay bugs recently. It's been a feels bad. You're doing the same thing. Like in between the last attack, nothing has changed. Look at. You're talking about shooting Arista too much and not killing their backline. Well, you're on Ryan and you're just standing on the cart. Go take top left with your team. Okay, back to Ramattra again. Yeah, he played Malga. It was for like 2 seconds. You didn't need to Vortex. You didn't need to use Nemesis form because you would have made it to the cart in time going normally, and now you're gonna have no Nemesis form on cart. Okay, here we go. Yep. You have a lot of work to do, but like it's very fixable. First of all, you need to start learning cover again, or just in general, you need to learn cover. I feel like a lot of the time you're just not utilizing cover. I talked about it the whole time. You got to fix that. If you just keep going in the middle of the open, it's not going to go well. There's going to be too much damage happening on you. There's going to be too much things in general happening. You got to fix that type of gameplay, straight up. You also got to use your abilities. That like the lack of Vortex, I feel like, how much healing do they have? Sure. But 1,000 healing. It should be way more than that if you're going to use the healing Vortex for the majority of the game. The point I'm getting at here is you really need to start utilizing cover, your abilities. Like you have a healing Vortex and you're never using it. And then when you had the other Vortex, you try to use it for the Pharah, but you were just throwing it at the Pharah, but like not understanding how to utilize it it needs to like basically be at a certain spot in the air to do it, and then you drop them down. You're not even doing that part. Like there's so many things that you're doing that it feels like you feel like you need to be involved in every team fight and be up in front of their face like every single moment. But if you minimize your death count by even 4 here, I think you just win this game and it never goes to overtime. But you're just not utilizing cover. You're not recognizing when to back up to situations. So I did try to point that out to you a lot during that. So use your abilities, play cover. I'm going to start with that. I'm not going to overdo it. Everything else will come with time. But that to me is the most important part for you. Even if you just fix the positioning part right now, starting right when you see this video, you'll climb a rank in silver. I'm not even joking. Like, you'll literally, whatever you're at in silver right now, what are you at? Silver 2? I can see a silver 1 pathway just like that if you just immediately fix your cover situation. Then, add your abilities to it even more. The point I'm making is these are very easily fixable things, so just utilize some of the advice we gave you, and I'm telling you, you're going to see good results. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube. If you haven't, leave a comment. All of that helps. You want to submit your own. My Discord's where to do that. And if you like these videos, we have a lot more of them, so click the little link here on the bottom left. I don't know which one it is, but it's going to be a good one. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.